Hey guys, it's me, Cali. Today I'm going to share with you how I sprouted these delicious mung bean sprouts. It was super simple. I used a technique from Maangchi, and I'll link her video below. They are amazing in stir fries and soups and just by the handful. I love them. So if you're interested, I'll show you how I did it. Obviously, I used some mung bean seeds, and she uses a technique with a flower pot. So I just have a standard 8-inch flower pot here with a drainage tray. You'll need a bowl and some paper towel and some plastic netting like from a produce bag. And that's it, guys. So if you have those and you got a week to spare, you'll be eating mung bean sprouts in no time. So stick around and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, to get started, I'm going to show you what we're going to be using. The first thing you're going to need are some mung beans. I got these at my local health food store. I know you can find them on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I think I paid around $8 for these. So get some mung beans. You're going to use a measuring cup of some sort. We're going to use a cup of mung beans. And then today we're going to soak our beans overnight. So you're going to need a bowl to soak them in. And before and after we soak them, we're going to rinse them. So you're going to need a strainer or a colander. And then tomorrow, after they've soaked overnight, we're going to set up our flower pot arrangement. So you're going to need a flower pot. This one is 8 inches by, I think, 11.5. And I also have the lid, which we're going to use as a top. You don't have to make them sterile, but you want to have them as clean as possible. So nice and clean. And then also, I'm going to use a small bowl inverted, so something that'll hold the weight of that flower pot. And then either a tray, or I have a large shallow bowl that we'll be setting our flower pot in. And then inside the flower pot, besides the mung beans, we're going to use some of this onion skin bag, you know, that produce comes in, or any kind of mesh like that, as well as some kitchen towel, paper towels. Okay? So let's get started and we'll soak our beans. Okay, let's soak our mung beans. I'm going to pour about a cup. I think the flower pot will hold like up to 1.5 cups, but I'll never eat that many, so I'm just going to... Time to get some more. I'm actually going to just put the rest in here. Alright, so a cup of mung beans, and then I'm just going to rinse these really good. Alright, and then we're going to add those to our bowl right here. And I'm going to put about 2 cups of water. You don't have to be exact, but enough, definitely enough to cover, because these will double overnight. So I'm going to do about 2 cups. And I'm just going to set these aside, you guys, and they're going to soak all night. And in the morning, we're going to set up our flower pot, and I'll show you what we're going to go from there. Okay, I just wanted to show you, I covered this with some saran wrap, and we'll just let it sit overnight. Give you a nice close-up so you can see the difference. And I'll do a shot every day until we harvest them. So I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Let's see what these guys are looking like. You can already see they've plumped up tremendously just overnight. So let's give these a good rinse. And then we're going to set up our pot. Okay, you can already see them sprouting away. They're really quick. Alright, so I'm going to let these drain a little bit. And here's our flower pot. Alright, so make sure you have drainage holes in the bottom. That's very important. You don't want your sprouts laying in water. They will rot right away. So I'm just going to put this onion bag right on the bottom. And then we're going to put a couple of paper towels. Alright, that's simple. Right on top of that. And then we're going to dump our seeds right on top. Spread them out a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm going to run some water over these again. And you're going to want to water these very frequently. Ideally, you know, every 2 to 3 hours. But as much as you can. It's very important not to let these dry out at any time, okay? Now, the paper towel on the bottom will hold a little bit of water, but, you know, and obviously you're not going to get up in the middle of the night and water your sprouts unless you happen to be up anyway. Okay, so that being said, I told you before yesterday, I have this large bowl here. You can use any kind of basin. And then on that, we're going to take our bowl and put it like this. And then our pot goes on top of that. And then I'm going to put the lid, just like, it's not the lid, the base right on top, okay? Again, I'm going to be watering these frequently so they'll get some air. It's important that you want to keep these in a cool, dark area. Don't have them getting any kind of sunlight. You don't want the leaves developing their chlorophyll. It starts to turn bitter that way. So that's it, you guys. We're going to leave this undisturbed, and I'm going to give you a daily update until we're ready to harvest, which should be about day 5 or 6. But I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are, day 2. I've been keeping these very nice and moist. They are taking off already. I hope you can really see. I don't want to handle these too much, but I will show you. Look at that. Okay, nice tails. And I'm going to do the same thing. You guys, it's repetitive. It doesn't change. Keep them moist. Rinse them frequently. Let them drain thoroughly. And they will continue to grow amazing. So I'm going to give these guys a good rinse right now. And it's back to the bowl. Okay? And cover them up. Let them drain. And I'll see you in the morning. Okay, guys, good morning. It's day 3. And let's see how we're doing here. Look at that. Wow. Really long tails. They're doing great. Nice and moist. I just, again, every couple of hours when I can. And if you can't be around, if you have to go somewhere or you can't tend them like that, you can put a really damp paper towel on top just to keep them moist until you get back to them. So this is what we're looking like on day 3. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are, day 4. What do you think? Coming along nicely. Wow. Okay, guys, you know the routine. Rinse, drain, repeat. Coming along great. Day 5 here, and these guys are looking great. What do you think? That's all it is, same repetition over and over until they're ready to harvest, which will be a day or two at this rate. They grow so fast. And yeah, see you in the morning. I've been rinsing these as much as I can, so they're draining well, and that's what we got. Okay, day 6, and I think tomorrow we're going to do some harvesting. So look at all this growth. These things are incredible. Incredible, and it's, you know, thick. Look at that. Yeah, you want to get them, they're just about ready. I'm going to let them go overnight and we'll harvest them in the morning, but a wise sprout farmer once told me that you want to get them before these true green leaves really start to develop. So we're about there right now. But I'm going to give them one good rinse. We'll let them sit overnight and then harvest these guys in the morning. You could even harvest them now if you want, but I'm going to let them go. Okay, day 7, take 2. I apologize, you guys. My camera wasn't recording, but I don't think all is lost here. Here we are, day 7. I've already started harvesting, and like I said, I just lost some footage, but I'm not done yet. And you can see we have a lot of sprouts here. And you're just literally going to pull them straight up. Look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I have a pot of water here next to me. Alright. Because before you eat them and prepare them, you want to rinse them off and get rid of this green hull here, and these things are not easily digestible, so a good way to do that is to just take a bowl of water, and it can be tedious, but it's fine, it's worth it, and just take some and swish them around in the water, and the hulls usually float right to the surface, and you could throw them in the compost pile, and these are ready for preparing and eating. Alright guys, so like I said, I have a ton. This pot is full and I still have all of this, but when I'm done, you know, you have a feast. Make some rice, cook up some stir fry. You could put these in soups, steam them, throw them in the wok. What's your favorite way to use mung bean sprouts? And then as soon as you're done with these, give them away to family and friends. Obviously, you just clean out your pot really well, get rid of your paper towel, and start all over again. So, if you've been inspired to grow some mung beans, please give me a thumbs up. Please check out Maangchi's video below too. I'll put a link to her channel. She was definitely the inspiration for this. And happy sprouting. See you guys soon.